Okay, well, today's video, we're gonna pull the motor back out of the Roadrunner. I just set it in here to test fit for the transmission. See where we had to cut the hole for the shifter. And yeah, we got that figured out. So now I'm gonna pop the shifter off. We'll yank this back out. Got my new motor mounts for it. I could only ever find one from before. I don't know what I did with the other one.
It'll show up as soon as we get the motor mounted.
Yeah, I'll go look for something else and I'll find it and the radiator.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find the rad for this car either. So I just bought a new aluminum one for it because it needed it anyways. So, but yeah, just gonna pull that shifter off, and then we can yank this back out, do a few things to it, and we'll try and get it back in the car tonight. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to stay up.
It's already 10 o'clock.
Sorry, I don't have very many hours in the day. I got a lot to do.
I know.
We got to get this sorted so we can put that EFI kit on it. We're running out of time. I hope I have everything I need now, but we'll see. Yeah, that's probably because of that. We'll just set that aside for now. Okay, well, I'm gonna crawl over there. I think that's all I need. Pull the shifter off. You got my cardboard all dirty. I need to find a new piece now. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Huh? No. No. Oh yeah, you did too, didn't you? The trickiest part about this is going to be rigging up the clutch pedal. That's going to be fun. Oh, there's the tilt we needed. I guess the transmission mount was hanging on to it a little bit. Oh, it's still pouring tranny oil out? How? Unbelievable. See, Freddy goes closer to Mom.
behind.
Yeah, he's a good shop dog. He's literally hiding behind you. You're not a good shop dog, though.
Cyrus.
You're the worst shop dog.
You just get dirty and in the way.
Yeah.
But you're cute.
Yeah. Yeah, he's terrible. He walks right through the floor, Jai, right through anything you spill on the floor. Just where he wants to be. Okay. Now, the smart thing to do would be to change these valve cover gaskets right now. Yeah. And what else did I need to do? Put the engine mounts on it. I think. Oh, tip was loose. I gotta weld up these holes for the heat riser. I didn't have time to get a fancy new intake for it, so I just had to order an adapter. And I just gotta plug these heat riser holes. You can see the holes for the heat riser for cold weather for carburetor. Which we don't need where we're going. Plus I don't, I shouldn't say I won't drive this in the winter. I probably will. Well, that side should be good now. There, holes are plugged. I really should take the intake off and plug the crossover passages over here. But yeah, we're not gonna do that. I'll put a new intake on it down the road shortly. Hopefully soon. But for now, this will work. Just gotta tidy that up. Oh, I should grab the shop vac out of the truck. Get a vacuum while I wire wheel that. So it doesn't just fly down the cylinders, you know, a bunch of slag. It's not good for it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It'll be okay. Okay. We're ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Cyrus, you get out of here.
Let's go.
You're in a really bad spot. You should get outside for this. You should go outside.
Come on, babe. Cyrus.
Cyrus, get out. Oh, that's 2 block heaters.
Meant to drive in the winter.
Yeah. It's probably like your truck. Frost plug started leaking, so they just replaced it with a block heater because that's the easiest thing to do. Because they sandwich in and push in, whereas like an actual frost plug, you gotta get straight and hit it in with a hammer. Because they're just steel on steel, where these have a rubber seal. So that's what I plan on doing with your truck to fix that one sketchy frost plug.
Almost there.
Okay, which one? These things don't steer very good. Can you push on the crane and I'll do this? I gotta let it down some. Can you come to this side? That's the side that's issue. Probably gotta lift that.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're almost in there. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Forgot about that.
You're just so happy for it to be off the or the
Get that crane out of here. So I think I can squeak this header in if I just take the oil filter off, I think.
Oh.
We got the engine in. For now. Hopefully it's the last time. But I just went test fitting the throttle body.
like a glove.
Woo! That's pretty. That's real pretty. Oh, I lost the nut under the bowl. Yeah, I shouldn't even bother putting this on yet, but I just, had to. Couldn't resist.
Black looks so good with the blue.
This manifold's not the greatest. It kind of interferes with the primaries a bit, but it'll have to work for now. I'll eventually put a aluminum intake. It's just hard to find. You need a low-rise one. It can't be any higher than a stock one, really. Because we even had to go with the thin air cleaner for hood clearance issues. You only, like, the hood's right here. Even though it's the bulge hood, it doesn't really add any. Doesn't give you any extra room. There's a bunch of braces.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's maybe a little, like an inch more room than a normal one, but yeah. So we had to find the thinnest air filter possible for it. Yeah. Yeah, and we didn't record, but we had to pull the engine basically back out to get that passenger side header in, and then drop the motor back in. So that was fun. But we got it now, sitting on its mounts. I think you can let that transmission jack down a little bit. It looks like it's a bit too high in the back. Yeah, it definitely was. That's good there. Yeah. Oh, the header's sitting on the jack.
You want me to let it all the way down?
No, no, I'll need to mess with that after. The header's loose now. It was just bound up. Yeah. Front motor mounts are in. Now I just got to figure out transmission mount. And the clutch stuff is going to be the real fun part. There's a place I found that you can buy the pedal box and everything for it, but that was going to be weeks away. So I'll just have to make my own.
We got plenty of standards we can steal a clutch pedal from or something.
Yeah, hopefully something will. Hopefully we can make it work out of something. Yeah, but now I guess probably do that distributor. Try and drop that in the right spot. And then all the rest of the EFI stuff. Oh, that just looks so good. I don't know what it is about it. Just love it. Okay. Well, I'm going to pop this distributor out. That's pointed right here. And make a mark. Okay. Now, grab the new one. Fancy. I gotta pop this top off and figure out which way the rotor button's facing. I can kind of eyeball that shaft. Yeah, okay, good. Looked longer for a second. Okay, We'll pop that, eyeball that shaft, and drop this in. Okay, well, it's way after midnight, and I got to be up at 5, so I'm going to shut her down for the night, but I got the distributor dropped in. I'm just going to have to move one over, I believe. Move my number 1 plug from this guy to this guy. So that'll be my number 1. I'm going to mark that right now. And then it should work. I got my engine at 13 degrees advanced. So this is number 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Motor's been out and back in tonight. Throttle body's sitting on it. Now, tomorrow we're probably gonna start on the fuel system. Gonna have to drop this fuel tank, I guess. That's gonna be fun. But that's gonna do it for tonight. Well, I got my gas tank all cleaned out because you can't get a new one for at least 6 months. But if you can see it, yeah, of course there's a hole in it from this big whiskey dent. This car's seen some things. Definitely been through some fields and ditches and other stuff. So, see if we can fix this just welding it. Hope so. There, I think I might have got her. It turned into a bigger hole there for a minute, but I think I got it closed up. I'm gonna look inside and shine a light on it, see if I can see anything. My dad had patched that hole, apparently. Found some fuel tank sealer stuff on it, but it was starting to come off, and I peeled it right off. So yeah, since it was cleaned out, I figured I might as well try and weld it. We'll see if that holds. Should be good now. Now I can do this fuel system. So I got the one bigger hole fixed, but inspecting that, I found a couple more. I don't know if you can see that. There's a tiny pinhole there. I think another one here. So, a little more welding. So the little pinhole turned into a fairly large hole, but I got it fixed. And then I spotted another one once I cleaned it up again. So, fix that one too. So hopefully we're good now. Gonna shine a light on it again, and I'm probably gonna goop something over here. I don't know, JB Weld or something, I guess. Over top of the whole works. Hopefully I didn't get too much stuff in the tank, but just a tip, like if you blow a hole in something, but you got a bit of weld on one side of it, always aim back towards your weld to fill the hole up off of your weld. Don't try and weld to the stuff that's blowing apart, because that's just gonna end up bad and get bigger. Always aim back towards your weld that you got started and slowly build it up. That's what I did on all this. So, yeah, there we go, tank fixed. And I cleaned it with Vinegar and baking soda. I've had good luck doing that. Of course, our town was sold out of vinegar. I guess it's canning season. And stupidity, I don't know why. Nothing can be stocked properly anymore. It's ridiculous. The one grocery store here in town, half of their shelves are empty right now. I don't know what's going on. But it's ridiculous. Okay, I had to pop the distributor back out because I realized I had to lock out the advance. You're supposed to read your instructions before installing stuff. So yeah, you take the weights and springs off of it. And then, if you see right here, you gotta knock the roll pin out down here. Of course, I didn't have my punch kit with me. I think I left it at the farm. So I just cut a screwdriver that was the right size. Use that, knock the roll pin out. Cut the end off, and it worked. So when you do that, then you got to undo the little bolt that had this blue bushing on it, and then you pull this up, flip it 180 degrees, and put it back in the smaller hole so it's locked solid. So there's no advance motion now. So yeah, now we can reinstall it in the car. I'm gonna leave the cap off so I can check the reluctor wheel position. Yeah, I'm gonna go drop that back in. So, distributor time. Mounted my coil, and we did the plug wires, but I didn't lock the distributor out. So, popped that back out, did the lockout on it. It's pretty easy, you just gotta drive this. Well, I showed how to do it. Pop that dowel out, pick this up, flip it 180 and lock it in that position instead of the other position that it can move. So then you set your motor to 15 degrees before top dead center. Pulled the plug out and verified that. But our scale on the timing cover only goes to 10, so it's a good guess on 15. So you get your distributor set. Found out where my number 1 placement is. You want your reluctor wheel bang in the middle there. Like you want it right centered over top of that pickup, and then drop it in like that. Make sure when it's in there, you're just verified afterwards that you're still in that position. Right there. And that is the center of number 1. Yeah, so just gonna go around so I can see it and verify it. And then, yeah, centered. Yeah. Actually see it better in the camera. Yeah, so I'm gonna lock it down there, reinstall the cap, and we'll continue with the install. Okay, got the distributor back in. I didn't record building the plug wires, because I hadn't done it in over 20 years since I built my last set of plug wires. They were actually for that truck. My first swept line was a 1970 Dodge with a 318 in it. Oh,
I remember that truck.
Yeah. The only one I've ever gotten rid of.
And you still regret it.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, but anyways, the last thing, with the coil mounted, I need to mount the relays on the firewall, and I'm just going to put the ECU in its home. It has these rubber mounts for it. Got mounted. This should be interesting.
So are those just like a buffer for vibration or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a rubber isolator. And they kind of help because that firewall is not exactly flat there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So it kind of helps you mount it. There, ECU's mounted. Now I just got to mount the fuses and relays.
Just a second.
What's that for? Oh, that's the extra stuff. We don't need that. Those there. These. Oh. Ah. I'm getting under there to get that. Working on cars, I'm just not used to it.
You still a little more room under
They're
there.
so low.
I come in handy a lot more often though.
Sure. There. Looks all right. Got my coil plugged in, distributor plugged in. There's my plugs for ECU. Oh, look at how nice those clip in. See that DD Speed Shop?
It's like they're supposed to fit.
Not going to say the name of the brand he was using, but sure didn't clip in like that. Okay. I think that's everything for under the hood. And yeah, so we mounted our fuel pressure regulator. Fuel system's all done. Yeah, I think we're ready to fire it up. Looks pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our battery's not very charged up. I don't know if this is a decent battery or not. We'll see if it's got enough juice. So we got the Aces kit all installed, and I guess I should crawl underneath and show the fuel system. I had to clean up my gas tank. And then start out with the pre-filter, the pump. And there's 2.5, 3 feet of line from the tank, but it's as close as I could get it. You can see there's no room to put it back any closer to get it low enough, so this was my best option. Tucked away nicely inside the frame rail. And I use the new line for the feed, and use the car's original line for the return. So I got dash in here. 11.8. Should have a better battery. We'll try it with this. Okay. And I'm having some wiring issues with the car itself, so I'm just hot wiring this right now. I can't get any power in the car. Not sure why. There's something wrong with my bulkhead connector or something, but we just want to see if this will run. Oh. 70 psi. I might have to change that. But... We're gonna have to adjust that regulator. It was at 70, so to bring that guy down. Where's it leaking? Yeah, I gotta tighten that fitting a little more. Okay. Be right back for try 2. That's a little better. Mm-hmm. Turn it down a little more. Trying to get our desired 43. It's 43.5. That looks close enough.
It's under 50.
Okay. Well, let's try fire it again. See if it's gonna overfuel. It does have to go through its self-learn and all sorts of stuff. So.
My lord.
Lots of fuel?
Yep. I don't know if we blew the line, but it's definitely leaking.
I that same one? Ah.
Oh, yep.
I just can't get that one to seal up.
Huh.
Wow. Let's try and fix that.
Preferably. But it runs.
It runs. Yeah, it's a good day to fire something up with open headers.
Yeah, we got the fair in town and the tractor pulls are going, so.
Yeah, we can literally hear them from a half mile away. Everything's got open headers today, so it's fine. Yeah, I wonder what. We'll have to check the instructions and see what we gotta do. Get this thing to self-learn. Yeah, I wasn't hemorrhaging fuel like the first time, so that's good. Well, let's try and fix that return line. And
Try again.
try it again. Tip number 3. I think I got the fuel leak fixed. Leaking.
Nothing yet.
Okay, let's try again.
She runs.
That sounds awesome. I love open headers. So that was pretty simple.
Yeah, that was a lot easier to install than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Now I got to go through like the self-learn stuff, but I really need to put some mufflers on here first. Because it's gonna have to run for a bit. So.
Yeah, and so our neighbors don't hate us.
Yeah, I mean.
Which, we have pretty great neighbors actually, because.
Yeah, you've heard open headers quite a few times. I feel bad for you though. I'm sorry, Freddie. We should have put you outside first. We should have put you in the backyard first. Yeah, you hurt my ears. I'm out of here. I'm going in the house. No?
No, not without his parents.
You sure? Fuel leak, I think we got, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no new stuff.
Nice. Triple clamp. Wow. Speedometer even works. No drive shaft in it. It was spinning at 10 miles an hour.
Oh.
So I shouldn't run it too long. There's no tranny oil in it.
Yeah, we should probably do that too.
That's exciting.
Very.
Still can't believe it works. Let's see how quickly it fires back. Just, yeah, let's just see. That's my screwdriver. Start the button. We're basically exactly at 43. Is it really leaking oil? My valve covers. You just can't get good valve cover gaskets anymore, I swear. They're brand new, I got the thick ones. Supposed to be the good ones. Junk. Yeah, I forgot to look if we had oil pressure. That's super exciting.
Freddie over by you?
What?
Freddie! Oh.
Hiding under
Oh, are
the
you hiding under the table?
table. Sorry, buddy.
Poor little babe.
Dad, stop starting that car. Yeah.
He's so good. Anytime a car starts up, he gets as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Or just hides behind mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah. As soon as we're moving a vehicle or piece of equipment. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, you're smart. Yeah, well. I need some mufflers in the worst way.
Trip to Canadian Tire?
Yeah, we might have to. Can you do that tonight?
Yeah. I got nothing else to do.
So I think I got another.
Lawnmower races are done.
Yeah. It's our first year for the lawnmower races and our fair too. So.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun.
I didn't get to watch. I was working on the car. So.
Yeah. And of course, I volunteered for it, and it was awesome.
Oh, that doesn't say something. Its first startup was quicker than a lot of other EFI systems. Just normal startups that I've heard. So.
No, that was awesome.
Okay. We've got everything hooked up. I think. Now I just got to go through the programming. Mild cam.
Said to go only WBOS1.
Mm-hmm. Show ignition type. Right, it's magnetic.
Mm-hmm.
4 injectors. Yep. Here's 318. 850 should be good idle. See how it starts now. Can you go like back out over there? Awesome. I just gotta fix that coolant leak. And some other stuff. Figure out why the transmission won't go into reverse. Fun. You gonna get my elbow? Feel good now?
You just butt scratches now? You're so weird, Cyrus.
Just a little distraction. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's out of the garage and running. Oh, it hit its optimal temperature. Now it's idling down. still waiting on my clutch pedal. So, driving it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But we're still going to take it for a loop around the block with no clutch. For sure. I mean, just have to. Okay, it starts real good. Let's see how it starts in first gear.
Get out of the way.
Good idea. First drive in, I don't know, 15 years? I do have brakes, so it will stall it. Self-learning yet. Boy, it will just light them up like nothing. These are giant tires.
I thought you meant like right on the main road. I was like, I don't think it's a good idea to do burnouts right there. Chihuahua. I love the smell of burning rubber. likes cars. Old cars.
Still smoking. Engine coolant's in the just wants to go.
Doesn't help that there's a big hole in the floor
Yeah,
right
still
now.
gotta do that. Oh, this car can right up good and drives. How smooth it is. I love this car.
Couldn't tell by the big friggin' smile on your face.
Oh, so happy to drive it. I just wish we had a clutch pedal.
That'd come in handy.
Yeah, it'd be really handy. I'd like to know what second, third, fourth feel like. Well, plan on taking this thing for another test drive, but it started raining and I don't have wipers on it. So, yeah. We're not going to do that today. We'll drive it a bunch more. I don't even have a clutch pedal in this thing yet either. I'm still waiting on that from Brewer's Performance, but they sell the reproduction conversion kits, so you can put a proper clutch and brake pedal in it, just like factory. So I was gonna started trying to make one and modify some stuff. It's such a nightmare under that tight dash that it's not worth my time. So not gonna bother with that. But yeah, thanks again, Aces, for this. We got a promo code, RustFarm10 at Aces for 10% off and a free hat if you put in that code. So, yeah, please do that. Show them support. And, yeah, I definitely recommend their kit. It's really nice. And yeah, thanks again for watching. See more on this Roadrunner. There'll be lots more on this car, actually. We're gonna do a big road trip with it to Iowa, and plenty of other things. We'll drive it lots.